Here's a court case that I really do wish was being televised right now. Do like to follow along with certain court cases that are out there. Some of them are interesting, from Kyle Rittenhouse's self-defense criminal case that went through at the end of 2020, okay? Kim Potter, taser cop, who definitely got a raw deal because the prosecution successfully conflated the colloquial version of criminal and conversational recklessness. Juicy Smollett trying to get away with lying, but then, not so fast. He tried to make a mockery of the system. Ghislaine, Jeffrey Epstein's the one-time cum bucket, whatever the fuck she was doing out there. Oh my god, there's so much corruption, all the names are gonna get released. You people are fucking stupid if you actually believed anything was gonna come out of that. Oh, she's not under any conflict to keep the John's name secret anymore. If you think anything's gonna be coming out of that, you are so fucking mistaken. Oh my god, that was a waste of federal money. And speaking of which, we have Michael Avenatti, okay, getting drugged through criminal court by his former porn star client, you know, old Horseface there, the one who may or may not have fucked Trump and may or may not describe it. I guess he was that good that he really left an impression in her head. But this trial's going on, so Michael Avenatti cross-examines Stormy Daniels during his fraud trial and quizzes her about the doll named Susan. This trial is so fucked. Who she talks to on her paranormal television show. It's a TV show, but this guy lives in fucking media la la land, so it all makes sense. Paranormal TV show, spooky babes, and very bizarre exchange. Okay, he was being represented by a lawyer. We might see it in here, I'm not entirely sure, but he was unsatisfied by the way that his counsel was performing, so he dismissed him, and he decided, no, fuck, I got a law degree, and I do a lot of, ambulance chasing cases, so I'm going to represent myself in a criminal defamation or a criminal fraud trial. I can go ahead and make this happen for myself, and I think it would make for salacious headlines that I'd be able to cross-examine my former client for 6 fucking hours. Holy shit. We're not going to go through all 6 of those hours, but we're going to go through some of the highlights, of course. And I feel like once Stormy Daniels ends up settling this certain case that's out there right now, she should probably go after the artist who's doing the courtroom sketches, because Christ on ice. She talks to a doll, but she also looks like one who's been put into the microwave. It's just real tough times, I guess. Michael Avenatti tried to undermine Stormy Daniels' credibility during cross-examination by telling the jury that she talks to a doll on her paranormal television show. TV's... Okay, Mike, hey. Over here for a second. TV isn't real life, okay? We know you like to be on CNN. We know you like to rub shoulders and tips with Don Lemon, but guess what? It's not real life. Once the cameras go off, most regular people go about their lives, okay? Like Stormy Daniels, okay? That's not her real name, okay? I know I'm probably shattering several illusions for you, and she probably also isn't trying to suck-start every cylindrical object within arm's length, okay? It's real tough for you to wrap your hands and cheeks around certain facts out there, but you gotta really reconcile with real life sometimes. As he began his 6-hour interrogation, cross-examination, let's use the proper terminology, of the porn star. That's not very nice. I don't think she's worked in years, okay? Avenatti said that she claimed that she could communicate with the children's toy called Susan on the show Spooky Babes. I've never heard of this before, and I'm kind of thinking that I'm better off for not. The doll is said to be haunted with the spirit of a young girl who died in the 1960s. Alright, according to the show's website. Again, whatever. Avenatti, who is representing himself, didn't always begin that, or didn't start that way, but this is where we're at right now, told the jury in his fraud trial that Daniels also claimed that she had X-ray vision and could see through buildings. Again, is that the plot of another porn parody or something like that? Daniels shot back, Susan speaks to everyone on the show, adding she even has her own Instagram, and it's a television show. The sharp exchange took place at the start of Avenatti's trial for allegedly siphoning off $300,000 of an $800,000 book advance that Daniels was owed. Huh. Again, Trump was the shyster, right? Right. Okay, cool. Oh, there's the doll, okay? No, it's the one on the piano, not the one who's under the piano. Leave it up to your own discretion which one do you think probably has the capacity for a more salient conversation, but That's between you guys to decide. Earlier Thursday, Daniels walked into the courtroom wearing black heels, a black dress, and a slit down her right shoulder. That's the only one. And a flowing dark red cardigan. That's not really captured terribly well in this hilarious sketch, but whatever. She sat in the witness box, a plastic box with a filter inside due to the COOF protocols. Oh my god, the courtrooms look hilarious right now with those arbitrary fucking plexiglass dividers just all over the place because COVID knows good enough or well enough alone to just hit those dividers and not go up around or whatever. It's so fucking dim, but it's just all theater, just like this trial. Asked by the prosecutor why Avenatti stopped being her lawyer in February of 2019, Daniel said Thursday he stole from me and lied to me. Seems like a pretty good reason. Asked in particular, she replied, payments from my publisher about my book. Guilty, Your Honor. Daniels gave her name as Stephanie Clifford, her legal name. Avenatti was probably writing down these facts furiously, speaking so quickly that the judge had to ask her to slow down. Why is she nervous about being on film? Like, this is the most respectable venue that she's ever been captured by a camera on. Prosecutor Robert Sobelman, asked her if she was known by any other name. She said Stormy Daniels. Where she said she preferred to be referred as. No, it's going to be Stephanie. I ain't playing along with this insanity that resulted in you coming to the alter ego of you. What's that old game? The first name of your first animal and the street you grew up on? Yeah, no. Daniels identified Avenatti as the defendant, so he stood up in court when he was asked to, as his protocol, obviously. Asked by the prosecutor why Avenatti stopped being her lawyer in February, stole from me and lied to me, obviously. Okay, Daniels described herself as a writer, director, and actress. What kind of actress is she? Who was currently working on the television series about the paranormal. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, I think she probably lied on the stand because they got a picture of this doll that apparently was a point of contention for Avenatti during cross. It says, okay, in the little credit window, okay, it says that that's from Stormy Daniels' account. That's from Stephanie's account, okay? Doll doesn't have an Instagram account. You cannot find Michael Avenatti guilty based on the fact that she is lying to the court during her 3 hours of testimony, I guess on direct. Daniels talked to the jury about how she repeatedly tried to get the second and third payments of her $800,000 book contract from her memoir, Full Disclosure, which was published in October 2018 by St. Martin's Press. Prosecutors claim that Avenatti convinced her literary agent to send him a second payment of $148,000, which he sent on to her a month later after using it to pay his law firm's bills and payroll. It is alleged that Avenatti received the third payment, also of $148,000, and never gave Daniels a dime. It should be pretty easy to prove, so what's the point of this jury trial? I guess everybody has their day in court. Daniels said in September of 2018 she was so angry that the second payment had not been made. She messaged Avenatti, I didn't get paid today. I am not fucking happy. Oh my god. They are in breach of contract, referring to St. Martin's Press. And he's like, yeah, no, definitely. It's fucking weird why they wouldn't be doing that. I don't know. I'll just see if I can't make sure that you get that third payment too. Yeah. We need to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, Daniel said she was confused and extremely irritated that the payment was late. I don't really care about what else she had to say on direct. I just want to see what came out on cross. Avenatti tried to stall her by claiming that St. Martin's Press needed a list of her PR appearances to promote the book, and that he was threatening them with legal action if he didn't pay. The court heard. Okay, so we got another sketch from inside the courtroom. It's really weird how the artist did like a really decent job at doing eyes and capturing Avenatti's bald head, but made Daniels' tits look like a shelf and making her Skeletor-esque and also removing her thumb. It's very funny and very odd. It's nice that Chief Justice Roberts was there to preside over the proceedings. So at the start of the day, Avenatti told the court that he intended to cross-examine Daniels for 6 hours, twice the prosecution's 3 hours. Judge Jesse Furman said, we'll see about that 6 hours. Fair enough. Before Daniels gave evidence to the court that shown WhatsApp messages between her and Avenatti as their relationship fell apart. Oh no! What could have possibly torn them apart? Would it have been about, I don't know, nearly $300,000? Could be. On February 15th, 2019, when Daniels discovered that Avenatti had asked her publisher to pay him her book money, she confronted him. A message, him the contract with the publisher and the details of how he sent him the $158,750 payment, the third out of 4 installment payments for a total of $800,000. Daniel said, "I didn't even know you had a trust account with my name on it." Another message he sent to Avenatti, waited 30 days to send her the second payment. The disgraced attorney's trial heard Wednesday that Avenatti was so broke at the time that he couldn't make rent payments on his office and teared up and cried when somebody else turned him down for a loan. Yeah, there's a bitch about credit, though. He was eventually bailed out in September of 2018 by celebrity attorney Mark Garagos, who's actually like really good at his job, by the way, but he already knew that, oh my god, this dude's totally fucked. Garagos agreed to the loan to help out El Presidente, a joke referring to Avenatti's mooted run for presidency at the time. The trial heard Avenatti used the funds to pay Daniels $148,000 that he owed her for the payment in the 2018 memoir of Avenatti, who represented Daniels in a lawsuit against former President Donald Trump, is also accused of illegally siphoning $300,000 in congruence with him also facing 30 months from trying to extort $25 million from sportswear giant Nike. If he would have just represented a black social justice athlete, he could have got $25 million. What a fucking mook. So that's a little bit of the backstory, and apparently the cross-examination is happening today, but things Avenatti's not allowed to talk about, apparently decided in pretrial motions, not allowed to question her about back payments of taxes and child support payments to her former spouse. Hilarious. What a fucking disaster this trial would be. So totally missed the fact that nobody's allowed to watch it. Should be cameras in every courtroom to catch this disaster on film. But until that's the case, just gotta take the cases from the courts that are brave enough to broadcast them. But with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.